Sega Megadrive built its reputation on more than fast action and memorable characters. Its music played a major role in giving the console its identity. The FM synth chip produced a sound that was sharp, distinctive and instantly recognisable, and many composers used it in ways that still impress today. In this video, we're taking a closer look at some of the best soundtracks the system ever produced, covering well-known hits, deeper cuts and a few surprises along the way. Let's get into it. Sonic 2 remains one of the strongest examples of how expressive Megadrive music could be. Masato Nakamura's compositions balance catchy melodies with a sense of speed and energy that match the gameplay perfectly. Tracks like Chemical Plant and Emerald Hill became staples of the series for a reason. They capture the spirit of the console at its peak. Yuzo Koshiro's work on Streets of Rage 2 is still admired for its creativity and technical achievement. The soundtrack blends electronic influences with driving rhythms that fit the game's pacing from start to finish. It's a major reason why the game feels so modern even now, and it remains one of the most frequently referenced soundtracks of the 16-bit era. The soundtrack for Shinobi 3 mixes intensity with atmosphere, giving the game a polished cinematic feel. Fast-paced action themes are balanced with quieter, more thoughtful tracks. This range of moods helps set the tone for one of the most refined action titles on the Megadrive. Bloodlines delivers a darker, more dramatic sound. The music has a strong sense of urgency, with bold melodies and percussion that enhance the game's gothic style. Konami's audio team made the most of the hardware, producing a soundtrack that still holds up extremely well today. Thunder Force 4 is often praised for its ambition, rock-inspired soundtrack. The fast tempos, expressive synth leads, and detailed arrangements give each stage a distinct identity. It's a standout example of what skilled composers could accomplish with the Megadrive hardware. Gunstar Heroes features upbeat, energetic tracks that keep pace with the game's constant action. There's a sense of playfulness and variety here that fits Treasure's over-the-top style. Even during chaotic moments, the music remains clear and memorable, which isn't easy on such a fast-moving game. An early Yuzo Koshiro masterpiece, the Revenge of Shinobi blends Eastern influences with crisp, pulsing synth work. Its soundtrack gives every level a distinct rhythm and personality, and it remains one of the most recognisable musical identities from the Megadrive library. Konami brought their arcade energy to the Megadrive with Hyperstone Heist, delivering a tight, energetic soundtrack that captures the spirit of the Turtles. Each level's track perfectly complements the beat-em-up gameplay, keeping the energy high from start to finish. It's one of the best examples of Konami's FM synth work on Sega hardware. The soundtrack for Phantasy Star IV perfectly captures the game's mix of fantasy and distant world adventure. It balances sweeping, emotional melodies with energetic battle themes that give the story real momentum. Each track adds to the atmosphere of exploration and discovery, helping the game feel rich and alive from start to finish. Echo's soundtrack is subtle and atmospheric, creating a sense of mystery that fits the underwater setting. Rather than relying on big themes, the music builds mood through gentle tones and ambient sounds, resulting in one of the most unique soundtracks on the system. Comic Zone delivers a grittier, more aggressive sound, blending rock-style synths with sharp percussion. This approach gives the game a strong identity and complements the comic book aesthetic perfectly. ToeJam & Earl stands out with its relaxed, funk-influenced soundtrack. bass grooves and light, playful melodies give the game its laid-back personality. It's a soundtrack that doesn't take itself too seriously, yet remains surprisingly well crafted. The first Streets of Rage set the foundation for the series' strong musical identity. Its electronic, dance-influenced tracks gave the game a modern feel for the time. Though later entries expanded on the style, this soundtrack remains influential in its own right. Contra pushes the Megadrive hardware to its limit with fast, intense music that matches the non-stop action. The soundtrack is bold, energetic and consistent throughout, helping maintain the game's relentless pace. MUSHA combines clean, futuristic melodies with powerful percussion, creating a soundtrack that feels fast and focused. The music enhances the game's momentum and gives each stage a clear sense of direction. Capcom's Ghouls and Ghosts is known for its challenging gameplay, but the soundtrack deserves equal praise. The Megadrive version translates the arcade haunting melodies beautifully. Each theme perfectly captures the eerie fantasy tone while maintaining a level of clarity that shows off the console's audio strengths. Rocket Knight Adventures features bright, adventurous tunes that match the game's energetic tone. The soundtrack is upbeat and memorable, helping set the mood for one of Konami's most polished Megadrive titles. Sunsoft's take on Batman is stylish and atmospheric, using deep bass lines and strong rhythms to create a darker tone. The soundtrack enhances the game's presentation and shows just how versatile Sega's sound chip could be. Dynamite Headdy's soundtrack is lively, colourful and constantly shifting, just like the game itself. Each track is suited to the stage it accompanies, giving the entire experience a strong sense of personality. Earthworm Jim blends its humour with surprisingly strong compositions. The soundtrack jumps between different styles while still maintaining a cohesive feel. It's creative fun and helps cement the game's offbeat style. Shining Force 2 includes bright, melodic themes that reinforce the sense of adventure throughout the campaign. The battle themes in particular stand out for their clarity and structure, fitting the strategic gameplay well. Sonic 3 offers a smoother, more layered sound than previous games in the series. Jazz and R&B influences give the soundtrack a warm, polished feel. Many of these tracks remain fan favourites and they showcase how far Megadrive music has evolved by the mid-90s. The Megadrive produced some truly impressive soundtracks, each with their own style and character. These selections highlight just how much variety the system offered and how talented the composers were. I'd love to hear which Megadrive soundtracks stand out for you, so feel free to share your favourites in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video today, consider liking and subscribing for more retro coverage. Thanks again for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.